So here we are, going through the process of getting this decidui that I've gotten from Febreze. Right here. And making another at least 5-star Rowlet. Oh, going for 6, but I'm not gonna die if I don't get a 6. Probably look where I'm going. So what I'm looking for is something that has best stats and every stat, much like this Decidui here, but can breed with Decidui. And in this case it has to be female unless it's a Ditto. So I don't have the best Dittos here, but that's not going to be an issue because I can do generation after generation in order to get the Rowlet that I'm looking for. I do wish I had some better Dittos though. Yeah, figured. And ideally, Decidui has better physical attack. Brave Bird, Low Kick, Leaf Blade, so on. So you're going to want to get either an Adamant Nature or a Jolly Nature, which either decrease the special attack or speed or the special attack for Adamant Nature or special attack for speed for a Jolly Nature, which this one already has. And you can maintain that nature with the offspring if you give it a Everstone. So we're going to go through the process of doing that. There we go. HP speed, and then HP defense speed, HP special attack, or defense, special defense. That was 3. Oh, I guess this one's also 3. I guess I'll start with this one. Everstone. And it's also a good idea to have a Pokemon that's decent level that has Flame Body. That way you can hatch the eggs faster. And I should not be needing this Breloom for the moment. It's just these 3. So I would go into this restaurant, if I can, and order the Egg Power 2. Here it is. The Compote de Felice. did that entirely too soon. Gotta make the eggs first. I'm pretty certain this is just hatching power. Oh well. What can I say? I'm nervous. Bird meat pile of stem cells. Stem cells, meat bird. His feet just kind of dangle there, don't they? Hey, how you doing? I will not be aiming for a shiny, but if one happens to show up, I do have the shiny charm, so I get to have enhanced odds. Which should be about like 3 in 4,000. I'm gonna try and grab like 5 eggs at a time. Drop off the columns in a Pokemon box. And I can hatch all of them all at the same time while keeping my flame body with me. Now the question is, can I count? Yes, but I did not prepare this box quite right. May have done this a time or two. Now to hatch them. Do I expect to get a 5 or 6 star Rowlet out of this first batch? No, not at all. Is it possible? Yeah. But quite unlikely. The goal is that for each generation you get higher odds because the parents you choose become better and better. The father is already as best as you can make it, so I just need to make a better and better mother. So if any of these Rowlet have 3 perfect stats or better, all the better. And this is the importance of having a higher level flame body Pokemon with you. Random attacks like this. That's it. I should have just ran, to be honest. I could have denied all of those moves and just relearned them later. Got me a spherical boy. Spherical boy number 3. Nice. Abandoned. And thank you. Yep. See right there, that's pretty good, but these are all boys, so none of them kind of really do anything. But I might as well mark them for future uses. And I go through a practice of this, so if I need to have a Pokemon for a future breeding, trying to get a better father for something, I can always use the filter mechanics to try and find something that has a circle for the HP stat, a triangle for the attack stat, a square for the defense stat, and then just continue all the way back around. Eventually get to the diamond for the speed stat. Doesn't work so well for this case, going through this back catalog of Pokemon, because I would need a female Decidueye in order to have a Rowlet, or a female Rowlet evolutionary line in order to get another Rowlet. Daddies don't contribute enough in order to sway what species the offspring is. I'm just going to be at this until I get a female. And that's what makes the starter so hard to do this with, is because they always have a 7 males to 1 female ratio. I just realized I didn't put the Decidueye back in the party with the Ditto. Like I should have. Had all that time to. Listen to all this dead air. And Ditto cries. Fascinating. Jeez. In case you're curious about what kind of headphones these are, I just looked it up, and they are the iHome IB37. I'll put that in the chat. Alright, where are the megs at? 1, 2, 3. Crunch. I'll take a 6th egg, but that'll be for later. Is my sandwich still working? Not what I meant. Check that. Not all that important. And that's how you trigger this pink void to hatch eggs into. You get it to hatch where it can't place the egg, like a mountainside, for example. That was a nice crotch shot. This is number 3. Just want to verify something real quick. Yeah. I feel like I should explain that wheel over there. So, normally whenever you're breeding Pokemon, it will use that little orange box in the corner 3 times. So it will randomly generate one stat that come from one parent and then two stats that come from the other parent, and then make up three new numbers on a scale from 0 to 31. 31 being a perfect IV. But if you use the Destiny Knot item, which this Ditto has, on either of the parents, then it changes it from receiving 3 stats from the parents to 5. Therefore, it's a 50-50 chance of whether the mom gives off 2 genes and the dad gives off 3, or vice versa. But regardless, there's always going to be at least one stat that's going to be generated from nothing. So in this case, with this Rowlet up top, we have the HP, attack, defense, special defense are all perfect. So they either came from the father, who has got perfect stats all around, or the quote-unquote mother, who has perfect stats in HP, attack, and special defense. So any of those could have came from the mother, the Ditto, the HP, attack, and special defense, but the defense didn't come from the mom. It was either the wholly randomly generated number, the 31, or it was the product of the father. But the special attack or the speed. Hold on. Yeah, so in this case, the speed was randomly generated from that wheel of the 31 because it's got a pretty good speed set as opposed to the father who's got best. So that's where the wheel is. The wheel is on not the vertical wheel, the gold wheel is on the speed. Meanwhile, the father presented the HP probably, or the attack, or the special defense. But the special attack definitely came from the mother. Back in X and Y, it may still be a thing now, but I know back in X and Y there was a fixed number generation. So if you were to breed 2 Pokemon together and then raise it up to level 50 using like a Battle Institute or something, you could verify the stats and find out what stats came from what parent, and then change the reset and then change the parents, so you can get whatever Pokemon you want, and you already know what stats come in from what parent. And that was also the same generation that introduced the Destiny Not Held item to function in breeding in the first place. So that is 15 Rowlets. I should probably actually go through them all. I could just do the whole column. Why I do 5. So you get attack, health, attack, defense. Skip special attack because that's pretty good. It's not best. Special defense, and then we're skipping speed. And then rinse and repeat. Not that I think it really matters in the first place, because I'm pretty certain these are all boys. But ever since X and Y, they've been introducing more and more means of getting Pokemon with perfect stats. in certain aspects. It started off with the Friend Safari in X and Y, where there was this like very small safari zone where you could find Pokemon of a specific type, like grass, and there'd be like 2 or 3 Pokemon you could find in there. And what type you could find in there was determined by the friend code you have registered. Why am I climbing this mountain? I need more eggs. Get busy. So, like I was saying, as you collected friend codes for your 3DS, you could access more and more different types within that Safari Zone. And if you had more than 18 friends, that wouldn't be an issue because if you had 2 friends of the grass type, for example, you would still have a different selection of the 4 Pokemon you could find in there. And each of them were guaranteed to have 2 perfect stats somewhere across their 6 stats. Why is my Decidueye deciding to stand inside of me? Around me? I'm gonna like step over here. I'm gonna step a little bit further away. But yeah, eventually in Sword and Shield they had the raid dens, which could have Pokemon up to 5 perfect stats, and now here in Scarlet and Violet, the raids can get you up to 6 perfect stats. As proof of the Decidueye and all the other mightiest Pokemon. Mightiest Charizard, mightiest Decidueye, mightiest Typhlosion, mightiest Samurott, so on and so forth. What is that? I believe that's 4. Nope. Yeah, that was 4. Gonna get me some more compote de Philus. No, I don't know how to pronounce it. Nope. Nope. Is it still active? Forget how to check. Right D-pad? Yeah, 6 more minutes. I always thought it was weird that Pokemon inside of eggs are always predetermined, but they all have the same yellowish green eggshell. Whenever they could do like they did in the anime and have like all these distinct colors and patterns. Especially for Togepi. Gotta keep a sharp eye out for shiny Pokemon because they don't give you any sort of notification. No more experience for them round boys. My first shiny in Scarlet and Violet was actually right over here. By this tree, I was trying to catch something, and then there was a shiny Murkrow over here, a purple one. And I saved the game because I think I saw Austin John or someone say that if you save the game, all of the Pokemon nearby you are also saved there. So save the game, and then I failed to catch it. It flew away, and then or I failed to initiate a battle with it, and so it flew away. And then I reset the game, and then managed to get it that time. Okay, they're already hatched. And they're all boys. Good old sausage party. And actually, this is what I was looking for. It does. This would be a 5-star. That is missing the one stat I'm not going to use, being the special attack stat. So you are a special boy. And I'm going to leave you right here. Huh. This one was also missing just one stat, but it's a defense stat, and defense stats are always good to have. So, if you have, you're trying to raise a physical attack in Pokemon, you really don't need to have the heart lit up for either of them. At least in my means of marking Pokemon, and by Wonder Trading Online, I've seen a bunch of other people also do this, but they like when the circle is a heart and the triangle is attack and so on. But if you're doing a physical attacker, neither of them really need to have the heart. So if you have 2 5-star Pokemon, you should be able to get a pretty decent offspring. The female being the same species. So that's one, and it has the jolly nature. I should probably also do one with an adamant nature. Afterwards, I at least have to get another one. Gotta do them in pairs. Mostly because I want one and I need to get one for Ninja, who was on the stream. Whenever I struggle to get the Mighty's Decidueye. Gotta get the arrow. Hey, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna remember that. Check down here. Go to the channel page. Live videos. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. I don't even know what I'm doing. I need to be doing a picnic. But my egg bits, my egg buffs are gone. So now is the time where I need to get the Campo de Feliz. Should probably get some cash too. That's why I'm collecting all this candy. Like power up number 2, baby. I just realized I probably made a bunch of people nauseous. So that's like 3. browsing through Game Banana. See if there's a mod to put the shiny jingle in a Rowlet and Violet. It does not appear so. Plenty of recolors for shinies, but I don't really see the point of that. Is that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez. Need to pull up the math for getting a girl Rowlet. The probability. Run the numbers. Helps if they're in the party, wouldn't it? So that's 10. If I was concerned about like manipulating who is passing down genes and who's not, then I would keep straight where the eggs are. But I'm really just willing to do it the intended method and like brute force numbers. See if I can to the scientific. How many eggs have I hatched already? 5, 10, 15. All right, so. So, hypothetically, if you were to hatch 16 eggs, which is one more than what I've already had. Hold on. 17 eggs, which is one more that I've actually hatched. I forgot about the 5-star I put in the other box. But there is an 89.669% chance there's a girl. No, wait, that's not right. Yeah. Because after one attempt, it's a 12.5% chance. But after 18, which is what this one is, it would be a 90.96% chance. Another boy. Not that it changes the likelihood of a individual, like this one is still a 1 in 8 chance by itself, But like, the odds put together. If I were to just like blindly hatch, say, 19 eggs, there's a 92% chance that one of them would be a girl. At least one of them, I should say. I could also run the numbers for shiny Pokemon shortly. Not health, but definitely attack and special defense. Wow, you're awful. No offense, but you're just the worst. Everything but defense. Everything but either defense. Bound to happen. Everything but either defense. Everything but special defense. So, of the, 4 times 5, which would be 20 eggs, plus these 5, so 25 eggs, there's a 96.45 chance that there's at least one girl before I dip into another basket. Okay, double checking I have flame body and all the eggs. That's bonkers. Bum 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 ba ba bum. So is it 4091 divided by 4092? Running the numbers for shinies. Of the 25 eggs that I've acquired from that basket, there is a 0.6% chance one of them is shiny. Oh, no, that's not true. If I didn't have the shiny Charb, it would be a 0.6% chance. What is... maybe 2, 3. So hold on. 1, 3, 6, 3 divided by 1, 3, 6, 4. Okay, so it's a 1.81% chance. As soon as I'm done with all these shinies, that one of them with shiny, which isn't a lot. That's less than 1 in 50. Less likely than 1 in 50. But like I said, I'm not terribly concerned. What I am concerned about is getting a female Rowlet. You got everything but special attack and defense. Ooh. Bad apple. You're pretty good. Whenever it comes to super training, if you wanted to, you could take one with nearly perfect stats, such as this one, and then just spend 1 bottle cap in order to artificially increase its defense IV up to 31. But that wouldn't be passed down through breeding. Like all of these best stats, it'll show super trained, I think. And to show that I'm not above it, this guy right here, hyper trained, I'm sorry. This Golden Go, you can't breed those, so if I wanted to have a good one, I would have to do that. So I spent 5 bottle caps maxing out his stats. Their stats? Genderless. So yeah. Okay, good. I do have space after this. I really wish it would just like automatically boot you off. One, two, three, four. Oh, by the way, this is the equation I'm using. See if you can focus. It will not be focusing. that I'll have to do. Oh, I just realized it was backwards. Because I got the backwards text on. Yeah. See if I can reverse that. Cool. Yeah, everything's backwards, so it doesn't. It's very unnatural. It should be 100% minus the possibilities of what you don't want divided by the possibilities of an outcome. So for shiny Pokemon with a shiny charm, it's 1 in 1,364. So 1,363 is the non-desirable outcomes. And that 30 there at the end is an exponent, which is the number of attempts. So the more attempts you make, the more this fraction of an undesirable outcome multiplies times itself and becomes smaller and smaller. But it will never exceed 100%, which is you getting an outcome, good or bad. So if I'm not mistaken, that's an accurate way of looking at groups. It doesn't change the individual roles. Gotta check the basket first. Why am I even checking this? I'm pretty certain I have not what I meant to do. Shit. I'll start with these 3 and then come back for the other 5. For my ideal kind of like Pokemon game, I'd say this hits in the right direction for one, but I would probably want one with I'm a big fan of Metroidvanias, so I would want one where you would use Pokemon for the HM capabilities, but it wouldn't be like locked in moves. For example, if a Squirtle can learn Surf through the TM or the HM, it wouldn't need to learn the move in order for you to overcome the overworld obstacle. You could just do so. And so, like, sure, that would give you an inherent advantage if you start off the game with Squirtle, because you'd be able to go anywhere in the map just by surfing. But that's where you make the map less of a big open world and you make it more of like a Dark Souls kind of vertical labyrinth. That's nice and bright and colorful like this. And maybe like texture the land with how different Pokemon interact with the environment. So like maybe have a cave that's been dug out by a Diglett. It's funny how we used to have that. But like add more details to that. It's like everything that Diglets eat is in this cave and how they burrow straight up and how fast they are. Incorporate all of that into the space. But it's not just Diglets that live in that cave. You can add more and more things. I don't really like having just a big flat plain with a couple of mountains and ridges on it. That's, you could see any spot and go straight to it. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that. Oops. Did I? Yeah, I hatched them all already. Was that a lady? Is that a lady? And you got really good stats. Not perfect. Not exactly what I'm looking for. How did you end up being brave? Oh, brave reduces speed. This isn't a jolly decidueye. This is brave. My bad. I haven't been looking at that. I don't think his speed stat kind of justifies having it be jolly in the first place. Can't really say for certain. I do know, however, I have a new mom. There we go. Ta-da! You can still beat the dad. HP, attack, defense, not special attack, but definitely special defense, but not speed. HP, attack, not defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. So that's so close. So we have ourselves. I gave you an Everstone possibly for nothing. Yeah, I should definitely have a special attack being dropped kind of stat. So modest, jolly. Especially since it doesn't have. I mean, I suppose I would have to look into the moveset, find out. Hold on. Pulling up the Bulbapedia article. Stats? Where's that? Yeah, Generation 9 learns. It's a Leaf Storm. The only special move that learns. Right. If I'm not mistaken, Leaf Storm, 130% or 130 power, 90% accurate. It lowers the user's special attack by 2 stages, so it's an overheat clone. Which, if you want to like surprise somebody with it, but like you're, I would say almost better off just not running it. Oh well. I'm gonna flip this back. Cool. You're dead. You're probably all irrelevant. Not gonna lie. But there's a chance that they're not. There was probably an event that I missed because I just wasn't paying attention of all being like 5 to 6 star dittos being all over the place. But I just couldn't find one. Or maybe I did participate in that event and I just didn't get a ditto with a lot of perfect IVs. Which are called inherited values. I'm not certain if I covered that yet. Should probably make it a green for Rowlet. Yeah, that'll work. Two, 3, 2, 1. Ah, too soon. About 2. Ah, gotta love it. Look at that sausage party! Fascinating. Ooh, you are not in great shape. Huh? Give this one a little modest mint. Give it a little surprise. Like, guess what? I don't know why I did that. So there it is. Alright, I should probably drop the Everstone here and put on like a power band, so it guarantees that the attack is, and maybe a I forget the name of the thing. So it doesn't. So I'm getting rid of the Everstone, so it doesn't bring down the Brave Nature anymore. Eventually, not now. But I'm gonna give it a power something. I forget the name of all these things. There are 6 of them. There it is. Power band. Yep, for special defense. Bracer for attack, belt for defense, lens for special attack, and power band for special defense. Power anklet for speed, power weight for health. It'll guarantee that those stats will be transferred down. So that will affect this wheel over here. It will so whenever it refers to this wheel, it will determine which of the parents has one of those bands, and then it will prioritize that. And keep in mind, this wheel with the 5 coins on it, the male-female coins, only come into effect if one of the parents, doesn't matter who, but if one of them is wearing or holding a destiny knot. Hence the coloring. I did almost a full lap around this town before realizing I need to be setting up a picnic. Without Coridon beneath me. Is that like full? I'm just seeing stuff. So we wait. Female, male. I feel like they breed faster if they are of a similar level. And 1 in 100 are about as far away from similar as you can get. Do I have that thing up so? Excuse me. No, I don't. I don't know how I messed that up so often. Let me double check. Yep. Female, male. Both consuming. Thought I'd double check. I feel like that Comput de Feliz really helps. Real sneaky. Looking over the mod on Game Banana for Scarlet and Violet that resaturated SV. It's got a good bit of the Pokemon resaturated. A couple of them are oddly enough desaturated. Like Shiny Scizor is desaturated, and Weevil is desaturated, but the rest of them are all, I'd say they all look better. It says that the colors are taken directly from Generation 5 sprites. but like it doesn't. I'd say that's more of like a performance kind of thing. Like something you'd fine tune if you had no extra 6 months of development time. Nice. The tomato berry, known for its spices. Spiciness. I like that shot. Clearly. One more. And here it is. Got ourselves 2 more miles. Inferior. So you're just missing your special defense, and you're just missing your speed. I mean, like if you're really trying to like underspeed somebody, in a trick room setting, this would work well because it's got um a detrimental nature, and its speed is only pretty good. It's not like no good. Someone's bound to have a stat that's no good. I know it's a thing. I think it goes no good, decent, pretty good, very good, fantastic if it's 30, and then best if it's 31. Oh, see? That one's 30. And I know people were petitioning to make a rusty bottle cap, where if you would take it to the guy in Montevera, you could have a set hyper trained in a bad way. But it's not a item that exists yet. It's one that people want to have. I'm not seeing a lot of zeros here. Hmm. I should be wonder trading all of these, frankly. Oh, right. Productivity. I'll do good. Two more. Yeah, back to my dream Pokemon game. I wouldn't have one legendary Pokemon that you're given at the start of the game be your ride Pokemon for like the whole game, and it like gains abilities as you go. Um, but maybe make it so like there's a cop character, maybe Officer Jenny, maybe you could make up a new cop who is like stringently enforcing that everyone uses their Pokemon as mounts in a safe and secure manner. So you can't use Surf, for example, unless you have proper training and you do the training in universe after one of the gyms, for example. I don't feel like it should be linear, but at the same time, I don't feel like it should be a plane. I feel like it should be like a labyrinth that you can like skip content, go around, go through it the back way, open up shortcuts backwards, and all that sort of thing. See Squawkabilly in the background talking, making this noise. A third girl. Yeah, I think I'll wonder trade off the male Rowlet, so let me just oops. Search for male and put you aside. I feel like I'd only really need this one and one with good special defense, so this one. And they all have a brave nature, so that's all gonna be the same. Alright. Oh. Nah. I'm only gonna want to trade this guy. If it works. I may be on airplane mode and not know it. Surprise trade is what I meant to do. System update. That's not it. Couldn't be it. Alright, well. How do I end it now? Oops. Just came all sorts of not where I wanted it.